That fire broke out at this home behind me just after 2 this morning. Now, neighbors I spoke with earlier today tell me the two women who died were always incredibly friendly, and they're deeply saddened by their loss. Community members have been coming out to this memorial, this growing memorial outside the police department all day long to pay their respects. A year ago, President Biden signed the first piece of significant federal gun safety legislation in nearly 3 decades. And on Friday, he spoke about the need for stricter gun control measures in the United States. At this point, we have learned that the investigation underway currently at this home in Agawam is connected to a larger investigation by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Maura Healey was sworn in as the 73rd governor of the Bay State. A 25-year-old woman and her dog have died following that accident. While Governor Baker spent the afternoon in Western Massachusetts, I asked him when taxpayers can expect to see that relief money. 21-year-old Jack Teixeira of North Dighton, Massachusetts, appeared in federal court here in Worcester this afternoon. Vice President Harris wrapped up her speech just moments ago about how the Biden administration plans to combat high heating prices this winter. A very exciting day here in Boston. Hundreds of fans have been gathering all day long here at City Hall in hopes to see the Prince and Princess of Wales. Taylor Swift fans know all too well just how valuable that merchandise is, as dozens of fans have waited hours in this line right on over here. I'm going to show you on camera real quick what that line is looking like. The rain did not stop tens of thousands of runners and spectators from taking part in the Boston Marathon this year. Welcome back. Well, it is officially the start of April, and you know what they say, April showers.
Yep, exactly. We were dealing with that this morning as well.
Oh, absolutely.
But we are going to see some sun later this afternoon.
Okay. It was a block party in Springfield as the city kicked off Pride Month with its second annual Pride Parade in support of the LGBTQ+ community. Now going across Connecticut, more than 100 firefighters battled a 6-alarm fire in Meriden last night. A partial building collapse in New Haven, Connecticut sent several people to the hospital yesterday afternoon. Developing news today out of Springfield, school officials confirmed 2 staff members were sent to the hospital yesterday after a locker fire at the Rebecca Johnson Elementary School. Police are investigating a fatal shooting in Providence, Rhode Island early this morning where a teenager was killed. We had a bit of a sunny start, but a chilly start, so let's head over to First Alert meteorologist Liam Murphy for a look at today's forecast. Liam? Attorneys for the Menendez brothers convicted of murdering their parents in 1989 say new evidence could overturn their life sentences. St. Patrick's Day weekend is one of the biggest celebrations of the year for Holyoke, and yesterday was the annual road race, and later today the streets of the Paper City will be crowded again for the annual St. Patrick's Parade.
I use music as kind of an outlet to express myself through what I play, and it feels great to be part of this band.
The Turner's Falls music program had just 12 kids in the group in 2020. Now, 2 years later, the program comprised of middle and high school students is full of almost 100 young musicians.
This band is the most accepting group that I've ever been a part of. Walking in a band every other day, it brings me joy, and it's the highlight of my day, coming into this room and doing music.
The high school has a student population of 190 and the middle school 210. But the combined grade level band proves that being in a small Western Mass town does not defy their level of talent.
Our student population is growing and their talent is just soaring. After our winter concert, I had students approach me about joining band and I had to say no because I didn't have instruments to give them. And the cost of renting an instrument from a company can be too much, and it creates a disparage from the opportunity for our kiddos.
Turner's Falls music director Alyssa Camo tells Western Mass News the group is now looking for help from the community to keep music alive.
We are looking to just start the program with more instruments so kids don't have to worry about the financial burden of renting or up care of instruments. Music programs are necessary for the success, both mentally and educationally, of our students. They need the outlet, and it's not dying. They were starving for an outlet like this during COVID.
Senior band members Alex Johnson and David Stowe sharing what the donations would mean to them.
It's very important to me that we get more instruments so more people can join, because this is a very inclusive community and it basically feels like a family.
All the people that have already donated or are planning to, or anything in between, we all thank you for anything you're willing to offer, and it's really kind.
And if you would like to help this group of young talented musicians, you can head to our website westernmassnews.com. Just click on the blue As Seen on TV button. Reporting in Turner's Falls, Kristin Burnell, Western Mass News. Some of the families who lost loved ones during that deadly COVID-19 outbreak were in attendance at today's ceremony. They say today marks a new beginning for the veterans inside the home, but they will never forget the tragedy that they went through.
I just wanted to come to be part of a new beginning, I guess. With the groundbreaking, my heart breaks again, as it does many days between then and now.
It was an emotional day for families who lost loved ones in the deadly COVID-19 outbreak at the former soldiers' home in Holyoke.
It started out because I didn't get an answer trying to call way back then, over 30 hours. So I drove up here with "Is my dad dead or alive?" written on my car. That kind of got some balls rolling. I met some other daughters of other veterans and helped form the coalition with some of the previous staff from the soldiers' home.
One of those daughters included Lori Baudet, who also lost her father 3 years ago.
While it is nice to have a new, beautiful facility, we need to make sure that the soldiers' home is fully funded and fully staffed to prevent a tragedy like this from ever happening again.
Monday marked the start of a new chapter as they were joined by local and state leaders for a groundbreaking ceremony of the new Holyoke Veterans Home, offering 234 long-term care beds for military veterans.
Today is about you. Each and every one of you who have served. It is about you.
Earlier this year, the state's highest court reinstated criminal charges against 2 of the Holyoke Soldiers' Home's top leaders who were indicted after the outbreak at the facility. The state's new Secretary of Veterans Services assuring they are committed to taking action to prevent another tragedy like that from happening again.
We are committed to making sure that Massachusetts is second to no one when it comes to veteran services. And to do so not just with words, but with actions.
And while the new Veterans Home of Holyoke construction begins, families tell us they will always remember the more than 80 lives lost in the COVID outbreak.
There's still a lot of feelings, but we're moving forward, and it's going to be a great help to the veterans that are here.
2 words: never again.
Now, construction has already began on the new Veterans Home and is set to be completed by summer 2028. Reporting live in Holyoke, Kristin Burnell, Western Mass News.